What was clear to me from the beginning is that John is authentic. And that is probably the most important thing to me, because with authenticity comes an ability to connect. I'd say the second thing that stood out to me was his experience. You know, there are so many people who provide leadership classes and forums and seminars, and they may or may not have experience. But John had decades of experience in being a leader in senior management at a major corporation. And so for me and my CEO, that really lended some legitimacy, so that we knew that what we were hearing came from work in the trenches, and that he knew the challenges and the issues that members of management deal with, and could really speak with some authority to us on how to navigate them. You know, the curriculum over that 3 days is quite broad, and in ways that are really non-traditional, tackling working with various generations in the workplace. But he also tackled topics that I think are less traditional in the leadership context, and specifically tackling head-on what does diversity in the workplace look like, and not just traditional realms of diversity, but all realms of diversity. And how does an organization really navigate those in a successful manner? He is obviously very bright and very knowledgeable in this area, but he's like the most humble guy. I like the fact that he has assembled a diverse group of people, and so that when he is speaking to, you know, for example, the 50 supervisors in my utility, you know, the range from age to race to gender, that he's bringing in speakers that mirror our demographic. And I also really appreciate how generous he is. I remember sitting in the 3-day session and hearing him on multiple occasions saying, if you have an issue, pick up the phone and call me. If you are struggling with something, pick up the phone and call me. There's not going to be a charge for this, but I want you to know I'm here for you. My staff is here for you. And it was clear that he meant that. Again, in the world of, you know, leadership, programming, and executive coaching, I think he is very much the exception and not the norm in that realm, and that he genuinely wants to be an asset to the individuals with whom he interacts, as well as their organizations. And he really wants them as individuals and organizations to be successful. And it is clear that he is available in whatever capacity he can be to assist in that, making that happen. You know, we brought John in to speak to our group of 50 supervisors. And it was an all-day session. This was the first time our utility had ever had a full-day session. And you can imagine there's a little bit of, maybe not full interest of a group of 50 when they're told they've got to walk in and be in a room for 8 hours. But it was really remarkable in the first hour to see my colleagues around the room and to see how they responded to him, even within the first hour, to see how the tension started to dissipate, to see how over the course of the morning and the afternoon, as we tackled different topics, to really see how much our staff was engaged and how they really responded to him. I've received a lot of really good feedback. He's the nicest guy. He will deliver results, and whatever those results are that you need for your organization. There's just a range of ways that he'll be an asset to anybody that needs him.